Hello, 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 Rosebuds. This is your girl, Kimberly, and so today I felt like just doing a straight card pull. The energies have been pretty, it's like they're a mix of heavy but yet peaceful. What I'm feeling, Rosebuds, is that you are very peaceful, but you have a lot of people who are very distraught at how peaceful you are without them. And this message is so suitable for Mercury retrograde, considering that I'm feeling the chaotic energy from people outside of you, but I'm feeling peace from you. Um, Many of you have done a lot of inner work, and I'm so proud of you. And I think that you should be proud of yourself as well. I do understand if many of you have like desired things and life's been kind of quiet. Ooh, almost burned my fingers. Y'all see that? Be careful with accidents this Mercury retrograde. Many of you have done a lot of work, like I said, and you should be very proud of yourself. But y'all have a lot of people out here in their feelings. And I'm not just talking about lovers, I'm talking about friends as well. Um, People from y'all past that wish that they still had access to you, and people who fumbled you when they had you as a friend, and they're like reminiscing over the type of friend that you were. Um, and they're understanding that when they did have you in their possession, as I like to say, because a lot of people felt like they had ownership of you, and they were mistaken. They did not. Lovers, friends, they felt like just because you was in their aura, you were theirs, and you weren't. We all are a child of God. We all are a child of the Most High, of the universe. We don't belong to anything that is walking on this earth. We all belong to the all. And that's where a lot of people had you fucked up. I can vouch for that because a lot of people had me fucked up. Um, I not just friends and lovers for me, but family as well. Thinking, oh, just because I gave you life, I could do whatever I want, type of thing. And people are waking up and realizing, no, you can't. I am not a thing. I am not a machine. I am a person. And that's what a lot of you rosebuds are waking up, and your energy is saying it. You don't even have to necessarily say it. Your energy is saying it, and people are feeling it right now. Also, before I get further into this message, because it's coming out so good, um, welcome to the Rose Garden. If you're new here, my name is Kimberly Ann. I create videos and content for women like myself, single black moms. Even if you're not black, you are still welcome here. And it's for people all around the world, for real. I do a lot of channel messages. I also try to tell my story as a way to help you all learn before you have to endure the lesson that I actually did. And I'm hoping that my message get across, and it helps to transform many women from the inside out. That is my mission. That is my goal. I am not one of those women that's like, oh, they can go through it. They'll be fine. Just they'll survive like I survived. No, if I can stop someone from enduring any of the pain that I've endured through love, friendships, family ships, I'm definitely going to speak my piece and let them know. Now, what they do with the information is up to them. What y'all do with it is up to y'all. But I'm definitely going to say, because I wish that there was someone there for me to say, hey, you want to watch for XYZ when you're dating, or you want to watch for XYZ when you have friends. I never had that kind of guidance. I never had someone say, hey, you want a friend that they never show me the positive side. You want a friend that does XYZ, or you want a friend that is there for you even when you're down, even when you're, you know what I'm saying? So I never had anyone to tell me that. I had a lot of fear-based teaching, and I don't even teach my kids that way. So I make sure that when I do my channelings, which I do a tarot card pull with this as well, so then, I can pick up on all the energies and try to get the entire message out. And plus, I know this Rosebud, y'all love it. So we gonna keep this ball rolling. I don't know if you all have looked at our subs, but we are at 459, I believe. Yo, we are so close to 500. If we can make it to 500 by Black Friday, I am definitely doing a 50% off sale on all my services, on my coursework, my book, everything. I'm doing a 50% off sale for sure for Black Friday. Help me get to 500 subs for real, and I would greatly appreciate it. And I thank you guys so much. I'm so happy to be here and kind of back in a rhythm. It's Mercury Retro, you guys, so take it easy on yourself. But let's dive in and kind of get what some of this energy is. Like I said, there's a lot of people that are very bothered by your unbotheredness. Um, they don't know how to react to you not reacting to them. They don't know how to behave with you not wanting to behave for them. There's a lot of people very bothered by the idea that you would rather be alone and in your peace than to be with them. And they are looking at you butt face fucking crazy, and they're literally trying to find every reason to call you, to come by. Like, they're trying to find a reason to interrupt your peace. They're trying to find something to call you about, or to come by about. My ex, yeah, it's a sudden change for a lot of people. It's definitely a change for a lot of people, with you transforming into this sovereign being that is okay. Yeah, bottom of the deck camera. People are reminiscing. Um, this transformation you're having. A lot of people are having an epiphany, and they're realizing, like, damn, we really took advantage of collective. That Rosebud don't even want to come around us no more. Like, what did we do? Like, you got a lot of people turning within and trying to figure out what did they do on the inside to push you away like that. And like I said, my ex came over. Yeah, y'all have people. Y'all dealt with a lot of narcissistic people who made it seem like they were helping you, but in reality, you were helping them. They weren't helping you. I ran across a video earlier today that talked about the rich friend era, where you have that one friend, or you were that one friend, because I know I was, that seemed to always pay for everything. And for me, it wasn't just friends, it was family too. It was family too. And you always seem to pay for everything. They're always coming to you for advice. They're all, you know what I'm saying? They take advantage of your kindness and your abundance. And if you don't have boundaries up, you will spill out so much. And then you wake up one day realizing you burnt the fuck out and you have nothing, and you can't go to none of them for help. So I saw that video, and and they had a picture of that young lady that went to Mexico with those basic bitches, and they turned around and beat her up in that room and left her body there butt naked, and she turned around and died from her injuries in the hotel room. They left her there by herself. And I thought that was so sad, and come to find out, she literally had paid for the entire trip, and all she wanted was for them to give her money back for their portion. She put the money up, and it forced me to do this reading, because many of us rosebuds, which that's why I say y'all should be proud, because you all saw a lot of red flags in people, and you separated yourself. And you should be very proud of yourself and very happy that you made that move, because you could have potentially been in her shoes. And I'm not trying to use her situation as like a way to like, I don't want to put any damper on her situation, or any bad blood on it or whatever. But what I'm saying is sometimes we have to learn how to let go before we're the ones that God pull out of this world, because we don't realize we're using our purpose in the wrong manner. So you have a lot of people that are watching and stalking, and they are looking for you, like real heavy looking for you. And like I said, camera was at the bottom of the deck and it's still there. But y'all definitely, y'all had some snakes around y'all. Y'all had some friends who they yeah. You got people looking at your photos, missing the vibe that you used to bring. I actually did a reading not too long ago, and it literally gave the same the same vibes, where you got people that miss you being the life of the party, or miss how you threw the parties. You get what I'm saying? You got a lot of people like that. And with this Mercury retrograde, you will be tested by the universe to see if you're ready for your real soul tribe, to see if you're ready for your soulmate. I don't know if y'all saw soulmate was at the bottom of that deck. The universe is going to allow people to try and come back and re-enter your life to see if you will still choose the same things that broke you. And it is up to you, Rosebuds, to make the conscious decision to not choose the same thing again. I know with this spiritual journey, it gets like pretty lonely. I'm gonna turn this light up. It gets pretty lonely. I know it gets pretty lonely, and you get moments where you really want to go out and you really want to socialize with people. But I'm here to tell you, not everybody is meant to be in your presence. A lot of people still have their own journey they need to go down, their own lessons they need to learn that they're refusing to learn. A lot of people were using you as a way to divert learning lessons, and that's why a lot of rosebuds, aka the chosen ones, end up going through so much heartache and chaos, because we be trying to hold on to people that are literally, look, the queen. This card has never came out before. I don't know if y'all could see that. This card has never come out before, and all I did was split the deck. The queen and the vision is here. That's wild. But you got a lot of people that try to hold on to you and make you like the shield blocking them from their karma. Friends, lovers, family. Like you got family that's probably using you financially, and they're trying to live off residuals. By Chris Brown just came on. Um, and you got people who are out here crying like, who's living off all the love that you used to give me? Who's enjoying that? Because they know how you are. They know you're a social butterfly. But this quiet version of you, this moving silence version of you, this version of you that's not allowing people in your space. Like when my ex came back last week, he literally caught up with my dad again. Like, what? And that's the second time he's called my dad outside and got my dad to call me. Um, so when I went to say something to my dad, I said, "Hey, look, Queen at the bottom of the deck. You know what? I'm gonna pull this out, cause clearly she wanna be out. Somebody need to understand. You the Queen Bee. You the HBIC in this mug. I think that's the card, honestly." Cause it ain't even trying to shuffle in. That's how you know the divine on that one. These cards are pretty hard to shuffle too. But yeah, y'all got so when my dad, I called my dad to say, "Hey, I know that the maiden, yeah, yeah, I know that you know, ooh, and the nectar, you all, mm." So let me finish my thought. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is a partial love friendship reading. But I said to my dad, next time Tay pull up on you, act like you don't know where I am. Before I can even get those words out, My dad cussed me the fuck out. Do y'all hear me? Cussed me out. And I said, you know what? I'll fix that. You're blocked. You're blocked. Because what we not about to do, I'm asking you to disengage. I'm asking you to do not engage with this man. And the best thing you can do is cuss me out. You're blocked. I didn't need you to interfere or none of that. He's like, no, you need to listen to me and you need to tell that nigga. I said, I've told this man. I've even let you hear a recording of me telling this man, we will no longer be. We're done. So I know what you about to tell me. It's already been said 3, 4 times. He's not listening. He's so used to dealing with basic bitches and getting his way and bullying his way back into people's lives. He's not used to someone like me who's steady telling him no. It's so crazy. I blocked his phone number and I know for a fact he called me from a no caller ID number today and I still blocked him. I still blocked them. So like I said, residuals was just playing. Y'all got people out here who wants to know like who are you socializing with? They know you're a social butterfly. They know any room you in, you the HBIC. They know that. Friends, lovers, family, you guys, the maiden is here. The maiden usually to me is what comes before you become the queen. You learn a lot of your lessons in your maiden state. And once you become the queen, you then are the sweetness. You become the everything. You bloom into a flower and your nectar runs out. But you can only you can only give your nectar to people who appreciate the flower that provides it. Your body, your abundance, your resources were your nectar as you were trying to bloom into a queen. You had people that saw you as the queen when you were still in your maiden timeline, and they were trying to suck you dry before you became the queen. But by you separating yourself from a lot of these people, you have thrown so many people off. Like I said, you got people that's watching you, that is wishing they can get back in your presence so they can gaslight you back down to where you were. You got people reminiscing, wondering where you are. They miss you. They miss your energy. Okay? You've escaped narcissistic abuse, maybe by parents, for sure by parents, guaranteed, and by past lovers and friends. Okay? You have literally shocked a lot of people with this quiet, subtle exit that you made. You didn't even make your exit this grand finale. You literally just went dead silent. And you got a lot of people that's just like, what the fuck happened? They're literally trying to figure out what did they do and what could they do to get back in your presence. And there's nothing they can do. One, this is your journey. You don't owe them a turnaround or an explanation for you wanting to enjoy your peace and tranquility. When I tell you, since I've been in my hermit mode, I have been the most peaceful. I have been able to manifest like I want to. I have been able to really focus in on my own finances without the influence of my parents or my child's father fucking up my finances for me. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna dive into this tarot real quick because I really don't want to make this too long, but however long spirit needs to make it, we gonna do it. Let's see, what are these folks shocked about with lightning here? This sudden change, you've transformed, but folks are shocked. You also during this Mercury retrograde might get like some sudden news about someone. Um, something's gonna pop up about someone. And what I'm hearing is this information that's going to come out about this person isn't what you think. It's going to be more so to get your attention is what it is. It's not going to be what you think it is. Like, they're going to try to make sure the information gets to you because they want your reaction. Ooh, someone who thought they was your emperor But also at the same time, you are becoming more stable. You are becoming more stable. You are you're owning your own timeline now. Yeah, you're owning your own timeline. By you choosing yourself, you're now silently demanding respect, and people got to give it to you. If they want to be able to talk to you, they got to give it to you. And that's what the Emperor card to me here right now. You may have dealt with a lot of father wounds, but you're actively working through those wounds and maybe close to the end. And that may be part of your narcissistic abuse that has come with the territory of this lifetime for you. You were sent here to heal those wounds and to give the feminine energies of your bloodline a voice. And you're doing a great job. And you're doing it without having, I'm sorry, I'm like burping, confirmation burps. And my heart chakra just lit up. It's like really on fire right now. You're literally, you're literally changing the game on how women function in your bloodline. You guys are taking on the woman king energy. That's what I just heard Spirit say, woman king. And they showed me, I think her name's Viola Davis. At the end of the movie, you know how she, after she then defeated her demons was the guy that raped her and gave her that little girl. And they show her sitting on her throne watching the ladies dance. And she just looked so beautiful and elegant, like an empress, but it's giving her emperor energy because she has fought for her peace in a way. She fought for her peace and she enlisted the help of others to help her do that. Girl with the snake spirit. That's clear. Ooh, and this is the Eight of Cups came out in reverse. You have people who are going to try again. Yeah, you have people that are going to try again because they fear losing access to you. They know you're moving on and they know that you don't even care what you leave behind. In the Eight of Cups, this person leaves behind all these cups stacked on top of their self, but they don't care. They have their essentials and they're moving on. And you have a lot of people that are fearing this change and fearing once you get to where you go, they know they lose all access to you. Yeah, they know they're going to lose all access to you. You are, this is part of your maiden journey. Once you get to this, it's almost like you all are crossing a threshold, which is so crazy because I saw a threshold in this deck. I saw a threshold in this deck. And when I was shuffling, I don't know if it was while I was shuffling or was it the bottom of the deck. Let me see. Nope, it's not. The temple. I can't remember where I saw that. The destroyer. I can't remember, but I saw threshold while I was shuffling this deck. And I feel you all are at a nice threshold between your past and your future. And you're learning how to have boundaries as you go through this transition from maiden to queen. And you literally bloom and you'll have so much nectar to feed yourself and to feed people that are worth you feeding it to. People that tend to your garden, that you will, like a flower, give them the gift of nectar, the gift of your beauty. Be like this, my rose bush here. I prune this bush and I take off anything that's old, any flowers that may die. Like my flowers, they filter in and out. So like I have new rose buds on this side and all these are old blooms. I tend to this garden. I water it. So the gift that this rose bush gives me is it blooms new flowers for me. Even though we're in the winter, it's going to slow down now because we're in the winter, but in the summer, it was constantly blooming. I had like 7 rosebuds on here at one point. And this is a small flower. So let's see. I want to see what comes out for Maiden, Queen, and Nectar. Ooh, sudden change. So we have the Lightning, and now we have the Tower card. And anxiety, fear, and worry, nightmares. Hmm. A lot of people are having surreal moments at realizing who the fuck you are. This is so suitable for this lightning card because and here's another thing I'm getting from it. You thought you were going to always be this maid energy. This is your past self. Your queen is your future self. And when you hit your queenhood, that's when you receive your nectar. With the Tower card being here, this is the destruction of who you used to be. The destruction of who you used to be. Many of you may be having a lot of dreams right now. Many of you may be worried as to what's going to be on the other side. But what I'm proud of you is Page of Wands. You're going forward. You're not staying stuck. Is you've received so much pain by staying where you are. In your mind, you're like, I can move forward and go forward and move on because I've endured a lot of pain. I've stayed here and been people's punching bags. I might as well move out the way, go forward to the unknown, and let spirit guide me through intuition, through dreams, the whole 9 yards, and let my inspiration be the guide. Anything else for this pair? This trio, should I say? This trio. As you guys become the queen, you have to protect your journey. Ooh, we got the Hangman, we got the Seven of Cups, and is this love? From here on out, you all will need to question people's motive for wanting to be in your life. Pause and surrender to the divine. With the Hangman being here, look at everything from another point of view before you jump right in. Weigh your options. Let your dreams speak to you. It may give you nightmares. You may be up some nights, but let the divine guide you through those dreams and let them tell you if it's really love or if it's really not love. Okay? Sunglasses. Who is stalking this Empress? This queen? What was that? King of Pentacles tried to come out. Ooh, a Fool. And I know the Fool card is like new beginnings, innocence, all the above. But no, this is somebody who played in your face. Played in your face. They took you as an adventure. You may have been a challenge to them, and you didn't even know you was a challenge for them. But they definitely they took you for a fool, and now they have to watch you enjoy a new beginning, which is why they're watching and stalking, because they know with you making these changes, a new beginning is coming for you. Oop, I didn't even get... What did I say? People reminiscing. 3 of Cups here. They miss you being the life of the party. And King of Pentacles came out anyway. You were the rich friend in the group. You were the rich girlfriend, the rich stepmom, the rich daughter in a lot of people's lives. You were the sacrificial lamb, and you didn't even freaking know it. Sun at the bottom of the deck. You brought happiness, pleasure, and ease to people's lives who didn't even bother to reciprocate. A lot of people quietly benefited off of you without knowing what they were doing, but didn't even bother to reciprocate. And Rosebuds, I want to leave you all with this before I close this reading out. Don't let someone come in and take your queendom from you. Once you get it, you need to guard it like you're the emperor. Okay? Once you get it, don't let nobody come in and fuck it up. Because you worked hard to get there. I worked hard to get there. While We're Young is playing by Jhené Aiko. You let a lot of shit slide when you were young. But now that you know, you cannot afford to let shit slide anymore. This is the moon on the middle of this card. We have a new moon in Scorpio coming on the 20th. It will be exact on the 20th. Manifest what your queendom will look like, what friends you will have, who you gonna be loving, who you will be. Manifest a version of you need to be to protect this queendom. And I'm going to leave it right there, Rosebuds. Thank you so much for tuning into the Rose Garden. Thank you so much for all the support, the love, the subscribes. It gives me so much joy and honor to know that you all enjoy my messages. You've been sharing the videos, you've been liking the videos, and you've been running up them views. I thank you guys so very much. Until next time, Rosebuds, I love you guys to the moon and back. Bye.